Alright guys, great to have you here. It's nice to see so many of you. My name is Timo Hertto, I'm the founder of Deal Machine, and with me organizing this event, Flowdock's Otto Hilska, and I'm Tuomo Riekki from Crasman right now, with the MongoDB t-shirts on. And actually, why we decided to organize this kind of an event. To me, MongoDB not only represents a technology paradigm shift, but also about questioning the old way, responding to business needs, so scalability, and having a right tool for the right task. So I believe what we're going to hear today from the companies and people presenting is that MongoDB might not be their primary database, but instead they're using it for a highly specialized task. Not only about tech, but meeting like-minded people, hearing from companies like Flowdock or Gray Area, Crasman, and the like, and perhaps even meeting future co-founders, employees, or even places to work.
Black row here. Sorry.
Last, before we get started, I'd just like to say a couple of words from our sponsors. So this evening has been made possible by, first of all, Venture Garage. Then our corporate sponsors are Gray Area, Flowdock, and Crasman, where our speakers are coming from, and our beer. And the beer, yeah. And if you want to rent DJ gear or have DJs playing at your party, contact OpenDex. But that's from our sponsors, and now I think, who's first? All right, Crasman. Okay, the stage is yours. Thank you. And welcome, people. Thanks for being here.
My name is Eero Niemi, and I'm working at Crasman. Our company has used PHP for all its existence, so I thought that I would talk about how to develop web applications with PHP and MongoDB. That's what our company does. Then comes to the big question that why we chose MongoDB. We had, all of our products have been used MySQL for like 10 years. We have support for that. All the developers know it from bottom to up. So we still chose MongoDB for a few reasons. Of course, we wanted to learn new things as single persons, but you cannot sell that to management. That I want to learn MongoDB, so we pick it. You have to have something more solid behind you. We have quite complex queries that we need to do, and MongoDB is not so good with those currently. For example, MongoDB does not have AND operator or doesn't support nested queries. So for example, this upper example in here, we want to get, for example, or the files which size is less than 1 megabit or 1 byte or something like that, or its width is less than 2000 because of the BSON structure. This or is the key of the BSON, and then you can have two similar named keys in the BSON, so it got overwritten, so it caused some weird stuff. And some other problems, what we came with, it's the full text search. Someone had something about that, but when it doesn't support it like natively, so we use strings for that. And also one con is like there's no text indexes, so if you want to use the begins with queries, and MongoDB doesn't have index for like I want to index 8 first characters of the this field.
As we all know, most relational databases support some kind of replication, but still people don't use them because it's so hard to configure. And most people who run like Postgres on production, they still never configure the replication, and they just like they just take backups every 24 hours. And if you're really running a software as a service site for your users, and they are actually spending most of their working day to kind of build data inside your system, it's not enough to have 24-hour interval backups. So that one of the servers is going to act as master, and there can be several other slaves. Typically, the setup is so that there are 3 computers or 3 databases where one is acting as a master and the rest of them are just slaves asynchronously replicating whatever gets written here. And it's good for concurrency because you don't really have to figure out like who wrote which database. You can just always write to the master database and it will eventually end up here. And you don't really have the kind of concurrency issues.
How do you change the sharding key? Is it possible?
That's a good question. I think no one has done it. How Flowdock currently works is that we just have, we actually have a master database that's usually the master. It has an SSD disks and it's able to handle the load properly. Then we have another kind of alternative master that also has SSD. And these can easily be switched between each other, and we have configured the voting system to give these ones some extra votes. And then this one is just to retain the data, so in case these 2 servers blow up, this would still have the data, but it's way too slow to handle the load of being a master, so we couldn't really run Flowdock during that time.
Does it fit to the screen? Here it comes. Some multimedia.
Hundreds of years ago, an ancient, now long forgotten force pulls through our world. This alternative reality has now returned, using technology as the gateway. It will challenge you. It will disrupt your concept of what is real.
Since our game is location-based, heavily location-based, MongoDB has geospatial indexing, which means that you can index documents based on their latitude and longitude, and then you can query nearest or within some bounding box, and somewhat I would say not as feature-rich as, let's say, PostGIS, but enough for many use cases.
MongoDB obviously is our primary data storage. We're running Postgres also, but it's mainly for the blog and discussion forum.
Join us